What's going on, guys? It's Tom with Tactical Milsim magazine, and today I'm here with the RAM system, reviewing how it works, what it is, and all that. The RAM system is basically a holster for your magazine. It's not a pouch. It actually locks the magazine in, and it does it quite well and effectively. Matter of fact, it's my favorite magazine holster so far. Today we're going to show you how it works and everything about it, and its pros and cons. So this is the system right here. As you can see, I have them loaded up next to the Fast Mags to show you the difference in size and the difference in their capabilities and flexibility. The RAM system in and of itself is a solid piece of polymer plastic that actually is not bullet resistant or bulletproof, but it can withstand a shot. I've actually shot one of these a while back and it held up perfectly. It was still able to hold magazines just fine. When you're crawling through the mud and all that, it actually stops mud and dirt and grime and dust and sand and all that from getting into your magazine because it is one complete enclosure. There are no openings. When you're carrying these so that they're right side up, magazine sticking up, that might be a problem if it's raining out because water will build up. So if you're carrying them right side up, then you're going to want to drill holes into the bottom of these things. If you're carrying them upside down though, it's no problem whatsoever. You'll be good to go. So let me put this on. All right, so how these work is you basically just stuff them in and they stick right in. There's a small bump inside that actually locks into the magazine hole, like right here. It acts exactly as a magazine well would on your rifle. So it locks in there pretty good and it just comes right out. There's no fussing around with dog ears or tabs or anything like that. It just comes right on out. Now these will not feed in the other direction. So if you're a lefty or you plan on putting them on your right side, you're going to have a little bit of an issue with that. They are trying to come up with solutions right now, and they're going to be out within the next year or so after they get done testing everything. For each type of magazine, there's actually slight variances in size, width, and length and all that. Not huge, but it's enough for it to actually make a difference. So for the E-Mags, there's actually a different model, and there's also a different model for the GI Mags. And there's even models for airsofters because those are even larger for some reason. So depending on what model you need, make sure you get the right one. One of the most important things of a gunfight is really reloading, because the longer it takes for you to reload, the more time you're giving your targets to actually either move or fire back at you. With that, you want to have economy of motion. When you're flipping through dog ears or pull tabs or, bungees or whatever the case may be, or even pulling up and having to rotate, all you're doing is adding extra movement. With this, all you're doing is coming and doing a fluid motion from your gun, down, pulling, and up. It's one fluid rotation. There's nothing that adds extra movement to it. Now mind you, that's not a whole lot of extra movement. Seconds count, and even fractions of a second count. So up and in, that's all you really need to do. When you're dealing with a regular ramp with the P-Mag or the E-Mag and you put a GI Mag in there, you have to do this on your own at home multiple times, because once they go in and they lock, they're really hard to get out sometimes, especially loaded magazines. I mean, you can see I'm actually pulling pretty hard to get it out. However, if you're in the middle of a firefight or sporting session, they're going to come right out anyway, because you're going to have your adrenaline pumping and you're going to try to go as fast as you can. So again, not really a huge deal, but for some people out there, that might need to be addressed when you buy a regular ramp system. Again, they do have ramp systems for the GI Mag. I want to thank gearforgrunts.com for sending me the ramp system. I've been working with these guys for about a year now with alterations, changes, and improvements with the system, and they're really, really keen on delivering the best product possible. And I think, right now it's about as good as it's going to get, and I rock it. I love it to death. So if you want it, if you want a RAM system for your AR platform, then I highly suggest you go over to gearforgrunts.com. I'm Tom with Tactical Milsim Media Group. Thank you for watching.